story all about how I kicked my ex out of my house. Now these apples are from my ducks, but the story is for you. Now I didn't literally kick out my ex, he kind of just left. But for anyone wondering who did actually file for the divorce, it was me. While we were married, he worked as a commissioned security guard, and at the end of every year he got this massive bonus. It was in the ballpark of like 8 to 10 grand. Now security guards don't make a ton of money even if they are commissioned security guards, so this was really nice when it came in. But because we were pretty hard up the rest of the year, I mean, it went pretty fast, bills and debts and things like that. So clearly I'd been considering divorce for a while, you guys know that if you've seen my other videos. But because we were broke, hiring a divorce attorney was kind of out of the question, and I really did struggle to figure out how to do this on my own. His bonus came in around December, and by February we only had a little bit left. By now I'm pretty desperate, I really just want to get out of there. So I start Googling divorce attorneys anyway. By the way, this is my new favorite knife from Rococo, it's in my shop. Technically it is a boning knife, but any knife is a good knife to make duck treats. So yeah, I Googled divorce attorneys, and right at the very top of the search results is a local attorney. I open up the page, and right there at the top there's this massive banner advertising a Valentine's Day special for divorces. I remember it was pink and there were these two white dancing figures dancing away from each other, and the banner said something like, "Free yourself to find your true love for Valentine's Day." And I was like, yeah, okay. So I click on the link, and the price for everything after doing my research and going through their process was gonna be about like $1,500, which was just a tiny bit less than what we had left in our bank account from his Christmas bonus. So I took a moment and I thought about it. It was a really short moment. And I called the number on that banner and took the money from that Christmas bonus and filed for a divorce.
Imagine actually doing that. But to me, that's absolutely mind-blowing. It's crazy. The fact that your husband at the time has such a huge bonus, and obviously, you know, she explained that they were short for money over the Christmas period heading into the new year. And what was left of it, she literally took a short moment, like she literally just said, and chose to take that money, that was technically probably her husband's money, to file for a divorce against him. Is that morally right? Probably not. Did the woman feel, you know, a little bit desperate, and it was, you know, just a really quick train of thought moment for her? Probably yes. It's a tough one, really. She obviously wanted the divorce. She would have had it ages ago if they were, you know, if she could afford it. But just down to money, she literally stopping with this man because she couldn't file for the divorce. I want to know why she wants to get divorced from him, because she did say that it was on the cards for a while. What's he done that's so bad that makes her want to divorce him, and to even use his money to file for the divorce? But yeah, in pretty desperate times, you go to desperate, possibly drastic measures, and this was certainly one of them for this woman. To use that money. Let's see how it plays out. I felt a little bit guilty for doing it without talking to him, so then I immediately called him and I was like, "Hey, I have something to tell you." He said, "What is it?" And I said, I used the rest of the Christmas bonus and I filed for a divorce. There was silence on the phone for just a moment while he thought over the reality of what I had just said. And then he just said, "I think that's fair." He said that after his behavior and everything he had put me through, he did not blame me one bit. Like, I'll be honest, I did not expect that reaction. Like, literally, she literally delivered the possibly heartbreaking, jaw-dropping news over the phone, and a second of silence passed. And then I was expecting him to come back full of rage and anger and, you know, shouting down on the phone. But no, it was literally, I think that's fair. Like, how calm can a divorce get? Yeah, the woman explains that that the man mentioned to her on the phone that he'd done some things and he doesn't really blame it, he was on the cards. But still, to use technically his money, from his Christmas bonus on a divorce is, I mean, yes, if you're really truly unhappy, that's a good way to spend your money on. But surely that you could treat yourself to better things with the left of what's left of that money. And the fact that it was already short anyway. Was a divorce the best option? I'm not so sure, but that reaction actually threw me, I'll be honest.
After this process was underway, he packed up his things and he left. Based on our finances, I am pretty convinced that if I had not jumped at the opportunity to take that Valentine's Day special, we would have been married for potentially up to another year. Using that money without even a conversation was a little bit scary to do, but it all worked out. So that is the story about how I got divorced on a Valentine's Day special.
Exactly, luckily for her, it did all work out, because it literally could have had a very nasty ending with however the man would have reacted to that news. And she also did again mention that obviously they're not really financially stable at this moment in time, and the thought of her possibly spending another year married to a man she didn't want to be married to obviously scared her in a way, which is why she effectively jumped at that chance to use that Valentine's Day special. And luckily for her as well, there was that special offer for the Valentine's Day, because without that, who knows what could have happened.